Alright everyone, we are going to attempt to run at Jeopardy for the PlayStation 3 here at the Arcade of Fun. Let's see if we succeed. Yep. Oh, hey Tiger. I didn't hear you come in. He's just nibbling on some cat food right now.
This is Jeopardy!
Alright!
Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Math, historic amours, classic rock opening lines, name the novel, that's my mom, and first names. Player
Classic
one,
rock
your
opening line is
recommendable
200.
CCR, left a good job in the city. Yes, player 1.
What is Proud Mary?
Oh, you're right.
Classic rock opening lines for 400.
Player 1. Pink Floyd, part 2. We don't need no education. 5 words. Okay, player 1.
What is Another Brick in the Wall?
Good.
Classic rock opening lines for 600.
Player 1. Nancy Sinatra. You keep saying you've got something for me.
What is These Boots Are Made for Walking?
Yes, player 1.
800.
Player 1. The Beatles. Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner. Yes, player 1.
What is I've Got a Feeling?
Oh,
No, it's not that one.
anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Get Back.
Oh, Get Back. Okay, well, let's close it out.
Player 1. Elvis. We're caught in a trap. It's player 1.
What is Suspicious Minds?
You. Correct.
There we go. 1400.
You again, player 1.
Let's take his first names for 200.
Wild Bill Hickok's real first name was James. This was Buffalo Bill Cody's. It's player 1.
What is William?
Right you are.
Let's go first names for 400.
Select again. Jennifer is a form of this other first name made famous by King Arthur's wife.
What is Guinevere?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct.
Let's take first names for 600, please.
Player 1. This first name, like that of the guy who married Medea, is from a Greek word for healer. Yes, player 1.
What is Jason?
Good.
800, please.
Player 1. This first name of Miss Marple's creator comes from a word that means good. Yes, player 1.
What is Agatha? Let's close it out.
You again. As a verb, this first name means to send mail free of charge. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Steve?
Sorry. That's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. Frank.
Oh, okay. Historic Amours for
Player
200.
1. Choose again. This dictator's rumored romp with Pompey's wife was even riskier than his fling with Cleopatra.
Who is Julius Caesar?
Okay, player 1. When this great guy became king of Judea, he banished his first wife, Doris, and married a princess named Mariamne. Yes, player one?
I'm gonna say who is Alexander the Great.
Sorry, that's wrong.
No.
Any other takers? The correct response is Herod the Great.
Oh, okay. 600.
Please. For 13 years, Madame de Montespan was the sunshine of this Sun King's life.
Who is Ra?
Player one?
Or, okay, how about who is Louis the 14th? Okay, 800 please.
Player one. The Earl of Bothwell led the plot to murder this queen's second husband 3 months before becoming hubby number 3. It's player one.
Who is Mary Queen of Scots? Let's close it out.
Player one. The Duchess of Portsmouth was the least popular mistress of this merry monarch, and that was quite a contest. Okay, player one.
Alright, who is Charles II?
That's right.
Okay, math for 200.
Player one. 66 plus 32.
What is 98?
Okay, player one.
400.
Please. 73 minus 14.
What is 59?
Okay, player one.
600.
Player 148 divided by 4. Player one.
What is 37?
That's right. Way to go.
800.
You 17 times 6.
What is 102?
Player one. That's correct.
Close it out.
Player 23 plus 8 minus 16.
What is 15?
Player one.
Alright.
We return to you, player 1937. I have chosen Mr. Baggins, and that ought to be enough for all of you.
What is the Lord of the Rings?
Let's hear it, player one.
No, it's the other one.
That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player two.
The Hobbit, yeah.
That is correct. Player two, you start. 1813. Happy for all her maternal feelings was the day Mrs. Bennet got rid of her 2 most deserving daughters. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Pride and Prejudice? 600. Name the novel.
Player one. It's the Daily Double.
I'll go all in.
You are currently in the lead. Here is your Daily Double clue. 1932. In the 4,000 rooms at the center, the 4,000 electric clocks simultaneously struck 4.
What is 1980? What is 1984? Oh shoot!
Here's what we were looking for. Brave New World.
Oh man.
You get 1902. The horror. The horror. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Heart of Darkness? I can't believe I did that, but I'll bounce back.
Player one. 1961. Once upon a time, there was a Martian named Valentine Michael Smith. Okay, player one.
What is the Martian Chronicles?
No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player three. Any other takers? It's player two. That was correct. Player two, where do we start? In 1758, Ben Franklin issued his last publication of this annual.
What is Poor Richard's Almanac?
Yes, player one. You got it, you're out of the hole. Player 1, game fish of the family Istiophoridae with a pointed snout.
What is a swordfish?
Okay, player 1.
Or, no? I guess what is a marlin?
You get a doctor who specializes in the treatment of skin diseases.
What is a dermatologist?
It's player 1. That's correct. Please, here's Kelly. She'll show you.
Its silhouette is seen here.
What is Massachusetts?
Let's hear it, player 1. And here's the $1,000 clue. Dr. Faustus, playwright.
Who is Christopher Marlowe?
Yes, player 1. Right. Player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy right after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these capsules. Presidential families. College football coaching legends. Myths and legends. Scientific American. Nigeria. And you picked a fine time. Player 3, you start. As part of its 19th century territorial expansions, this nation colonized the Nigerian port of Lagos in 1861. Okay, player 1.
What is Great Britain? Nigeria 800.
Player known for his satire, Wole Soyinka became the first black African winner of this prize for literature in 1986.
What is the Nobel Peace Prize?
Okay, player 1.
Nigeria 12.
About a third of Nigeria's states in the heavily Muslim north follow this Islamic law system. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Sunni?
That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player 3.
Shia?
No, that's not it. Any other takers? It's player 2. Right.
It's okay.
Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? Following ethnic clashes in 1966, the eastern part of Nigeria declared itself the Republic of this in 1967. It's player 1.
What is Darfur?
That's not it. Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. Biafra.
Oh, Biafra. Okay.
Select again.
Uh-oh.
And the first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in first place. Player 2, give us a wager. And the daily double clue. Nigeria's first planned city. It was built in the 1980s and officially dedicated as the nation's new capital in 1991. However, you keep your lead. Here's the correct response. Abuja. Player 2, you pick again, please. Scientific American reported on the founder type of these genetic changes. They happen in one person and affect millions of descendants. Let's hear it, player 1.
What are mutations?
That's right. A March 2002 story was on this bacterial toxin months after the first purposeful release in the United States. Yes, player 1?
What is anthrax?
Player 1. An IPY, an international this year, kicked off in 2007 to study ice shelves and permafrost. Let's hear it, player one.
What is polar?
That's it. Appropriately, he wrote the October 1994 story, The Search for Extraterrestrial Life. Player one?
Who is Carl Sagan?
Yep. So, Scientific American reported that millions of spam messages are generated by rogue software programs it called these. Okay, player one.
What are bots?
You got it.
Yay! That's better.
Select again.
College football coaching legends for 400.
Woody Hayes, 1951 to 1978. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Alabama?
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Player one. Bo Schembechler, 1969 to 1989. Okay, player one.
What is Penn State?
Sorry. Anyone else? Yes, player three. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player two. Player two, where do we start? Tom Osborne, 1973, 1997. Yes, player one.
What is Kansas?
Sorry, that's
I'm
wrong.
slipping. I'm getting clues wrong
Anyone
all of a
else want to
sudden.
hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player two. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Player three? Correct. Player three, you start us off. Bobby Bowden, 1976 to 2009. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Florida State? There we go. I finally got one right.
Okay, Vince Dooley, 1964 to 1988. Player one.
What is Stanford?
Any other takers? The correct response is Georgia.
Oh, okay.
You again, player one. The earliest ballads of this outlaw say that his activities took place in South Yorkshire, not Nottinghamshire.
Who is Robin Hood?
It's player one. Player one. In some legends, it's the influence of the full moon that changes a man into one of these, also called a lycanthrope.
What is a werewolf?
Player one. Jimmy will present this clue.
According to Norse legend, to learn the secrets of the rune stones, this chief god hung himself from a tree.
Yes, player one.
Who is Odin?
You're correct. This steel-driving man beat a steam drill in a race to make a railroad tunnel, but died with his hammer in his hand. It's player one.
Who is John Henry?
Good for you. Player one.
I'm gonna try it again.
Answer. Daily double. And you're in the lead now. And the daily double clue. This This hero of mythology cleaned the Augean stables by diverting the courses of 2 nearby rivers.
Who is Hercules? Hercules!
Select again. His daughter Margaret was born in Independence, Missouri.
Who's Harry Truman?
Player 1. Player 1. This 26th president's youngest son, Quentin, was killed in air combat during World War I. It's player 1.
Who is... Who's William Howard Taft?
That's not it. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Theodore Roosevelt. Player 1. He married his second wife, Edith Bowling Galt, during his first term. Okay, player 1.
Who is Woodrow Wilson?
You get this 8th president's wife, Hannah, died of tuberculosis in 1819. Yes, player 1.
Who is Mark Van Buren?
That's correct. His son married Mary Catherine Helen in the White House on February 25th, 1828. It's player 1.
Who is John Quincy Adams?
You got it. You again, player 1. Deion Sanders knows this term for the evening hours when the largest audience is available for TV.
What is prime time?
Let's hear it, player 1. Player 1, estimated at around 30 years, it's accepted as the average period between birth of parents and their offspring. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is a generation?
Good. Player 1. The time just before sunset or after sunrise on a movie set, or a former LA Lakers late-night talk show. Yes, player 1.
What is magic hour?
Right. You again. We had pleasant sensations learning about the era of this, which covered President Monroe's 2 terms. Yes, player 1.
What is good vibrations?
That's incorrect. Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. Good feeling. And the $2,000 clue? This longest division of geologic time doesn't have a fixed period. In astronomy, it's 1 billion years. It's player 1.
What is an eon?
That's correct.
$24,000. There we go. Bounce back.
Sorry, player 3. Looks like you will not be continuing on to Final Jeopardy. Here's today's Final Jeopardy category. African cities.
Okay.
So, what's your wager? And now the last clue. Africa's most populous city not on a navigable body of water. Its settlers didn't need water when they had gold. Did you come up with the correct response?
You picked Johannesburg.
How much do you
Oh, I got it wrong. But I do finish with $8,000. That's my one game winnings total.
Response?
Oh well.
And that will set you back.
That's okay. I tried. $8,000 is my one game winnings total.
In player 1.
I'll see you all for that next video, everybody.
So long.